Master of Ceremonies, Father Michael Brown, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the graduating class of 2021. A pleasant afternoon. Dr. Leahcim Semaj boasts an impressive resume. He holds a postdoctoral fellowship from Educational Testing Services, Princeton, New Jersey, a PhD and MSc from Rutgers University, a BA cum laude from City College of New York, and most importantly, he is a graduate of Kingston College. He is renowned for his use of transformational psychology, which combines ancient wisdom with contemporary lifestyle to bring new insights to old human problems. Dr. Semaj is a gifted motivational and keynote speaker who has facilitated leadership training, strategic planning retreats, organizational restructuring, and corporate training, to name a few. With his educational background and skill sets, Dr. Semaj has worked in many sectors across Jamaica and the Caribbean, which include media, finance, telecommunication, education, and government. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome our distinguished speaker, Dr. Leahcim Semaj.
It is indeed a pleasure and privilege for me to be sharing with this gathering. I want to thank all who made this possible by just your very existence. So I want to say hello to Mr. Reverend Michael Brown in terms of all the prayers you have blessed us and guided us very well so far. Chairman, Mr. Michael Vassiani, our beloved principal, Dave Myrie, and the vice principals with an awesome task over the past year. Family, friend, students, what a year this has been. What a year this has been. I heard one thing suggested by the principal that hope this is the last time we'll have to have a graduation like this. I have news for you, sir. The future of education is hybrid. The combination of virtual with face-to-face. So we have to get used to this. Certainly have to get used to this. The basic essence of my remarks are very basic, you know. It really can be summed up in a very short sentence. Kingston College made me what I am. Kingston College gave me the roots and the wings that I use to create a life. You know, I have no conscious recollection of myself as being gifted, brilliant in any way prior to the events that led me to KC. 1983, I started Kingston College with a government scholarship. There were 3 of us that year who came in government scholarships. And so it was straightforward to me that the lowest I can come is 3rd. I never came less than 2nd any year at KC. So just that basic assumption started fueling me. And I want you to understand how KC was so critical to my being. The first 3 years of my presence of KC, I walked to school. That's how close I lived. My first address when I passed Common Entrance, 31 Hitchens Street across from St. Matthew's Church. I just walked down the road, past St. George's, crossed the road, there I was. Even when I lived at Camperdown Road, I just walked across Fernandez, and I'm there. I started taking the bus to KC at Fort Fawn because some things had changed in my life. By then, my mother had gotten a job in the United States, working in white people's house. And that made all the difference. So now I was boarded in Mona Heights. I took the bus from Mona Heights. But that was to shape my life in so many, many ways. By 5th form, I did very well at the O levels and went on to lower 6. But guess what? I left Kingston College at the end of 6B because it was very clear to me that back then we had no such thing as Student Loan Bureau. Given the financial status of my family, there's absolutely no way I could have afforded to go to any additional educational institution in Jamaica. So I made a decision based on the confidence that I had now gained from Kingston College. Remember, 63 to 69 was a special time. Kingston College won everything. Manning, champs, sunlight, academic scholarships, you name it. I remember my time that if you missed a Manning Cup match, you don't ask who won, you ask how much. Was it 6 love? Was it 10 love? Was it 12 love? Who won? So one couldn't help but come away from that period of such overall excellence that you could do anything. But I saw an obstacle. How was I going to afford it? Well, I just told my mother, I am coming to New York to join you. She did not hesitate. I said, when I get there, I'm going to get me a job. And I want to work and pay for my education. When I got to New York, my mother handed me an application form for Bronx Community College. Say, friend, so this is an excellent institution. In 2 years, you can get a good job as a medical technician. I handed the form back to her and said, no, Mom, my plans are bigger than this. She made it clear she had nothing else to offer me. I said, I know that, and I won't be asking for anything. All I'm asking you for is money to buy a newspaper. My mother gave me 25 cents, and I bought the Sunday paper. And her narrative is that I took that 25 cents to make life. Yes, I bought the Sunday paper, and I saw a job for a chemical lab technician. Minimum qualifications, high school chemistry and physics and math. Got that with distinction from KC. Applied for the job on the Monday. Got an interview on the Wednesday, started working on the Thursday. One job. By the end of the month, I applied to City College. Got accepted. But, friends, it took me 5 years to complete my first degree because I was working full-time and going to school. By the end of my undergraduate, I did so well, I got options for 3 different graduate programs to do my PhD in psychology. Took care of that. Did a pre- and postdoctoral studies at Educational Testing Service, and then took a faculty appointment at Cornell. So, again, my mother's narrative, 25 cents to make life. Starting with the confidence I got from KC. Got a job, worked, paid for my education. No, that's the reality of life. I want to offer you graduates a little challenge. Here's a question first. You can get any job in the world that you want. Just think about it. You have a couple of days to deal with it. Once you identify what that job is, then my next thing to you is, got it. Granted. When can you start? Think about that. When can you actually start? Because you may need some training and some competence and some skills. Can you start immediately? Can you start in 5 years? In 6 years? What do you need to do during that time to make sure you can start? Yes, I can get you in, but what are you going to do to keep that job? What do you do? What would you do now to keep that job? You see, the world of work has changed dramatically. COVID-19 has ensured that. And I just want to share you some of the basic truths that you now have to contend with. As we said, the future of work is hybrid. The future of education is hybrid. We have now entered the 5th industrial revolution. The future now belongs to people like myself. We are the nomads. How do we spell that word? Knowmads. It means that we are knowledge workers who can work anywhere from anywhere. I'm talking to you now from my living room in Fort Lauderdale. Yes, behind me is a chapel, because I love the chapel. You know, I'm on the management committee for the Kingston College Chapel Choir. We still meet every month. Those of us who can work anywhere from anywhere will always be employed. And if you can work anywhere from anywhere, you decide where you want to live. It doesn't matter. That's what the future is about. Secondly, knowledge workers, folks. Work is no longer a place, but a state of mind. You can be on the beach and be at work. You can be in your living room and be at work. Work is not just a... People who for work is just a spade would have some serious limitations. Are you prepared for that? What kind of work are you prepared for? Secondly, don't be a slave to your passion. You could starve. You've heard that thing? Find what you're passionate about. Whatever your passion is, just follow your passion. Bad advice. My suggestion to you, graduates, is that become passionate about work that the world wants and is willing to pay for. If you're the only passionate about it, that's your hobby. You become passionate about work that the world wants and be willing to pay for. Then you hone your skill and master your craft. Become passionate about what the world wants and willing to pay you for. Third, understand that you will be changing careers at least 5 times in your lifetime. What you're worried about now is the first career. So there are many more to come. Some of them, we don't even know the name of those careers as yet. What does this mean? You must commit yourself to lifelong learning, gaining brand new skills every year, and then make sure you obey the Leahcim model. What's the Leahcim model, you ask? It stands for 4 things. First, you learn. Then based on what you learn, you earn. But I'm not earning enough. Very simple what you do. Step back and learn something else. That's why you're going to learn brand new skills every year. You learn, then you earn, and from what you earn, the first thing you do is you save, and from your savings, you invest. That is the hallmark for a totally successful existence. Learn, earn, save, invest. Yes, I have proven this motto to be true. Yes, the brave may fall, but never yield. Only you can stop you, because we have been so imbued with the Fortis spirit. Fortis forever. Go forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Semaj. You know, I've always seen where guest speakers don't need to be long. They need to be profound. Dr. Semaj was very profound. Thank you. But then, what can we expect of this noble institution? Let's hear it again for Dr. Semaj. Learn, earn, save, invest. Remember that. LESI, for those who like to make acronyms. And remember, most importantly, only you can stop you. Very important.